Ian Dawson, CFO at ZBX, talks regulation in the crypto space and how he believes it will have a calming effect. Just in terms of, I know you mentioned that you're based in Malta and points about regulation and changes we're seeing. What is the biggest change you've noticed in this kind of era over the last year or so? And what do you think with the regulation going forward? Do you think it's going to be a real benefit?
Yeah, well, obviously there was a huge boom of the ICO market 2017, early 2018, prior to legislation coming into effect. Perhaps the boom was also generated through the impending legislation that would come in based on the fact that people would like to participate in these events prior to full regulation being imposed upon them, meaning that they had less scrutiny. Now, people could do that for legitimate and illegitimate reasons. So what you've seen is a lot of bad actors in the industry, giving the word crypto a bad name, which I don't think is fair. It's also to an extent gave an ICO, the term ICO, a bad name. Again, I don't think that's fair. I think an ICO is a fantastic way for entrepreneurial people to raise finance for their business practices without losing control of their business. So I think the big change is the regulation that has been implemented. I think that will have a calming effect on the number of ICOs. You will find serious players coming to the table if they do want to engage upon an ICO. You will also find perhaps only the strong will survive. So ICOs that have engaged over the last 2 years or raised money over the last 2 years, if they're not serious players, you will see those guys fall aside. The legislation will benefit the industry, provide a lot of security. The good players will react to that and benefit from it. And the money that they raised, you will see that these ICOs will actually start to deliver on the promises that they put in their white paper. So that will be a good thing for the market. You'll start to see, let's say, the top 5% who will actually survive and produce real concepts that they detailed in their white papers. I also think, however, you will find a lot of companies go out of business. I think due to the market conditions, you will see that some of these people who have raised at maybe 100 million, but they raised in Ethereum or BTC. Currently, those valuations are way down in terms of fiat. And because of the industry itself either providing headaches for banking or through their own treasury management, you find that raised money is now actually only worth 10% of the top line that they originally raised at. That creates problems for their projects. So I think you'll see a lot of acquisitions this year, a lot of mergers, and some failures. But over the year, by the end of the year, you'll see that the strong will survive and the legislation will protect those particular ICOs, and the banking side will ultimately come online and support the industry.
Fantastic stuff. Ian, just one final question. Where can we get one of them hoodies?
It's a very finite product. I actually have 5 in Malta. So if you want to come and meet me in Malta, I've got 5 in my office in Malta. Produced for an event we had in Malta, the Malta Blockchain Summit. Mine's an extra large. I'm trying to fit into a large, so I'm not sure what size you are.
Yeah, Ian, thank you so much for speaking with us, and take care, and hopefully we'll speak again soon.
Thank you very much, Jack. Take care, mate.